Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry it's been a long time since I've uploaded a sister lock video. My channel is all about luxury and locks, and through the holiday season, so Christmas and then January, the New Year, and my birthday and anniversary are also in January, I just had a lot of time-sensitive luxury content that I needed to upload, and so I fell behind on my sister locks a little. And also, it's been 7 months, guys. So in today's video, I'm actually going to show you the journey from month 1 through to 7 and show you pictures of my progression. So for that reason, I've kind of settled in now, and a lot doesn't change on a monthly basis, and that is why sometimes I just don't have topics I think will interest you. So if you have any questions or if you have anything that you would like for me to address, please leave them in the comment section below. Well, hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jody. I had my sister locks established on June 17th of 2021. So it has been 7 months so far. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my maintenance schedule, my products that I've been using, and just what I do to maintain my hair on a regular basis. I'll also show you the products that I've been using that I really enjoy and that my loctician approves of. Alright, so question 1. What is the difference between sister locks, micro locks, micro twists? What they have in common is that they are small locks. So the typical lock, if you did traditional lock, is going to be larger than what these are, and I'll come closer and show you in just a moment. So the size is what makes the difference. With sister locks, they can be done even smaller than micro locks and micro twists can, because of the sister lock tool. Now, sister locks is a patented technique. It should be done by a certified sister lock technician, so someone who's been certified to do sister locks, and they have a special tool, and that is how they're able to get the locks so small, and that's how sister locks can be smaller than micro locks and micro twists. This is not to say that all sister locks are gonna be super fine. Some of mine are not very tiny. What they do is kind of follow your own pattern of your hair and how it's growing and try to mimic that. So the ones I have around my periphery are my tiniest one. They are pretty skinny, but then they get fuller and thicker in the top of my head where my hair is fuller and thicker, and I will show you that as well in just a moment. Also with sister locks have a very specific grid pattern. The hair is literally done on a grid, and I'll show you a photo of how my grid looked in the beginning. It's not as obvious or as noticeable now because my scalp has grown in so much, and so you can't really see the grids, but the grid is very square, very tiny, and I don't know, like, it is super neat, very precise. Micro locks and micro twists, there is more flexibility in how you can part the hair. You can do free parting, you don't have to use a grid, and it doesn't have to be as precise. There's a little bit more bandwidth as to how you can do. So the second difference is cost. Sister locks cost, well, the sister locks cost the most out of all of the lock-in techniques. And again, this is due to the technician's training. It is due to the fact that it's a patented method, and it's just been around for years. Do I think there is some monopoly involved too because they have an exclusive technique? Yes. So I paid, I think, maybe close to $1,600 to get my hair established. That also included my first set of products and my first retightening. Retightening, by the way, is $120 every 7 weeks. Micro locks, micro twists, I believe they run for half of that or even less than half of that. And then the third thing is the permanence. Sister locks are basically, once you put them in, that's it. You can take them out, but it's not something you're going to probably do because it's a very difficult thing to undo. I've had some of my locks though, like in the periphery where my hairline was not as long when I started. What my loctician did was, as my hair grew in, she would split an existing lock and then bring in the new hairs and create new locks. So yes, you can actually take the lock out, but you're not going to do a full head of sister locks and then sit down and pick them all out. However, if you got micro locks or micro twists, you can actually take them out much more easily, especially if it's a micro twist. Literally, it's a 2-strand twist that created the lock, and therefore you can just take them back out if you're not happy with the grid, if you're not happy with the pattern, if you're not happy with the size, if it's just not for you, you can actually remove it. So on that point as well, the fourth difference I'm going to cite is when you get a sister locks, your hair is done in an interlocking technique. It is a sister lock technique, but basically it's an interlock. At least that's what I consider it. So from day one, and I'll try to show you older pictures, from day one the hair actually has some interlocking going on. So you can see, even though these look like loose curls, though they look like loose curls on the ends, it is actually a woven, it looks woven. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, when your hair is sister locked, even though your hair hasn't locked yet and it's not yet matted and the lock hasn't formed and become mature, you still have some level of permanence in that lock because it is interlocked or woven in. I'm not using the right term for this, but the sister lock method. If you get your hair micro twisted, you can easily just remove it. So what that means is you can start to wash your sister locks from day one. You don't have to be as careful or worried about if they're going to come undone as you would do with your micro locks and with micro twists. That's one of the things. But even though there is some lock-in going on, you still have to be careful with your sister locks. You have to be careful about how you get them wet and allow them to dry and all of that, because there is still some risk of them unraveling or of the hair bunching. I have other videos where I did more discussion on that and like detailed those for you. So anyway guys, why did I choose sister locks? I chose it because I was sure this is what I wanted to do. Matter of fact, I had tried palm rolled locks before. They were on a smaller size, but they were not micro. But 3 months into it, I undid them because I didn't like how the hair was progressing in terms of when it needs to be retightened, it looks horrible. Well, for me, because as you can see, my hair is very, very full at the roots, and I just didn't like the growing pains of traditional locks because it just looked really, really messy to me. Sister locks, when it's growing in, it has a more refined, neater look, and so that was one of the options. I took out the traditional locks and opted for sister locks. Also, I love the predictability of sister locks. I like to know the results I am going to get from the method. While everybody's hair looks different and no two people will have the same outcome, you can tell what to expect. A lot of these newer methods, or even sometimes traditional locks, you don't know what's gonna happen and you really have to just have faith. So I was just at a point in my life where I didn't want to have to worry about it. I didn't want any surprises, so I just wanted to do the thing that was the most predictable and the most permanent. Alright, well, so far I have no regrets. I'm super happy with my hair. Check out my playlist for more specific topics, but I did get my hair colored prior to getting my locks established, as you should. If you don't, you have to wait 1 year before you can add any color. So what is my current routine? Super, super, super easy. I wash my hair once every 7 days, sometimes once every 10, and I won't lie, I don't always braid and band, and when I do braid and band, what I do is a twist and band, and I have a video on that as well. So it's super, super easy for me. I've been using Camille Rose Ginger Cleanser. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. It is really good. It's very good. It's very gentle on the scalp, but has a great cleansing, tingling effect that I love. It smells amazing, and it doesn't ruin the locks. So that's actually been something my loctician approved of. She let me not use the SISTERLOCKS shampoo because it is way too drying, and my scalp was just dry and flaky when I was using it, so I don't use that. I also use 4 essential oils, and I have a video on this too. I just tip a little bit of each into a bottle of water, a spray bottle of water, and that is how I refresh my hair. So when I wake up and it's kind of pressed into my head, or they're not arranged properly or whatever, I just spray it all over. I don't get it soaking wet. I just do enough to be able to fluff my hair back out, and then I'm good to go. Super easy, super simple. I will link that video in the description box so that you can see the method and also see the oils that I use. And I just added lemon oil to the batch because it smells divine, and my hair just smells zesty and herbal and delicious, and it's so great. Even my loctician, when I went in last time to get my hair done, she commented how amazing my hair smelled. So I know you might be wondering which way you should go. It really doesn't matter. They're all beautiful. Just do your research. Make sure whoever you select is someone who's a professional, who you can trust to do good work. Look at their history. If you're going the micro twist method, I've been seeing the micro twist with the extensions, so you can actually have longer hair from the very beginning. They are beautiful. I've been looking at a page on Instagram called BraidsThatSpeak. Yeah, BraidsThatSpeak on Instagram. She does beautiful work with the micro twist with the extensions. My only thing with that is it is such a new method that we do not know what the hair is going to be in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, because no one has been on that journey long enough for us to be able to see what the outcome is and how the hair is going to respond in the long term. So if I were going that route, honestly, I'd be waiting to to see other people who have had it before me and see what happens with them, so I know what to expect, you know. So that's the difference with SISTERLOCKS and traditional locks. At least we have some idea of what to expect, and with those newer locks, we don't really know. If you like the twist method where you twist your own hair with no extensions and allow that to lock, NapsAreTheNewBlack on Instagram is a great page to follow. She actually DIY'd her hair, did it herself, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking for some inspiration, that is an awesome place to go. So let me go ahead and show you some pictures of my progress. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions or if you have any topics that you want me to touch on, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you all the best on your lock journey if that is something you are going to pursue. Thank you for hanging out with me today. See you friends in another video.
Head held high, even though it's not a lie that we need deep in the dust. Killing time while pretending that we're fine, thinking someday we will burst. You and I are falling behind, and I'm ready to go get out while we're whole. Now take my advice, take my advice. Let go, I wanted you. I know, you feel it too. Cut loose, before we sink. We sink into the ocean's blue, the ocean, the ocean, the ocean. It takes some time, even though it's just a smile, but I hate it when I'm faking. With you all night in a body that ain't mine, thinking I am gonna burst. You and I are falling behind, and I'm ready to go get out while we're whole. Now take my advice,